Hey, this is Rick English, and you're watching the likez TV.
Hey!
Hey, John.
Hey, Rick, how are you, man?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm traveling. I'm in Canada. So not
are
the
you?
time zone. Yeah, I used to be in France, but I'm traveling. This is my bedroom. So I'm sorry for the setup, but
Well,
everything's fine. So, Rick, when you're not on a bike or, jumping out of a building, what you do? And first of all, how are you, man? Just tell us, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, just about recovered from a real long sort of stint of shooting over the past couple of years. It's funny when I'm not doing that stuff and I'm at home, I'm kind of training to do that stuff and getting ready to do that stuff. To be honest, it's what I enjoy doing. That's why I chose to do the job I do, is because I love bikes and cars and anything, with a bit of speed and a bit of excitement. And so, I'm always doing the same stuff, whether I'm working or whether I'm in my own time. It's pretty much the same.
Of course. So staying in shape, chilling, enjoying life, that's what you do. And that's
exactly.
Great.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Rick, you're an actor and you're a stunt, and you've been in a lot of movies, and big blockbusters movies, like just James Bond, a Black Widow, a Wonder Woman, the Terminator, the Fast and Furious franchise, and recently, in one of the most, iconic suits ever, the Batman. Yeah. Now you can talk. You can talk about it. It's out there. You can speak out. We want to know everything about it.
Ah, c'est la petite pause, les amis. Et oui, avant d'aller plus loin, j'aimerais tout de suite que vous n'oubliez pas de vous abonner à la chaîne, de soutenir la chaîne. N'oubliez pas d'activer la petite cloche, mettez-moi un petit pouce bleu et restez informés des exclusivités sur The Likez TV.
Yeah, that was a long journey. The Batman thing was. I'd already done the 3 Nolan movies, but not in the suit, not as the Batman. I was part of of the team that worked on those movies, and I never thought it was going to be one of those things that was going to come around for me. And then I got called to come and be a part of this one, and I wasn't sure initially. And they showed me some of the concept art and the ideas that Matt Reeves had for the movie, and it looked like it was going to be something a bit different, and something that I really wanted to be involved with. And when I saw the concept art, especially of the car and the bikes and stuff, and I thought it all looked kind of a cool retro kind of vibe to the whole thing, and it was really something that I wanted to be part of in the end.
That's awesome. Like you said, it's a new take, a fresh new take of the Bat. And you just mentioned like you were a stuntman on the Nolan's trilogy, but with some of your colleagues who were on the suit and everything. And now it's like, they pass the torch to another guy, that's awesome. I had, maybe him, Richard Citrone. Yeah. He's famous as a stuntman, and he was the Batfleck in BVS in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Right. He's a great man. I just love him.
I don't know him personally, but I know his work, and he did a great job in those movies, because I know the people who've worn the suit know how hard it is to move that thing and everything, and especially that version that they had for the Batfleck. It was a tough thing, and he did a great job, and the stuff he did came out looking awesome.
Yeah. Rick, just tell us maybe, one of your best memories, filming as the Bat, or, some kind of, an anecdote or something, behind the scene.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the whole thing was a really good experience for me. It was difficult. It was one of the most physically tough things I've done in my whole career, to be honest. You know, when I first started on the movie, obviously my background is in fighting and motorcycles, and that's where the majority of my work has been over the years. More recently, I've moved more into cars and bikes. Sort of consciously and subconsciously, because I'm aware that, you know, you can't carry on getting hit by cars forever. You can't carry on falling down stairs forever and doing hard ratchets forever. You know, they take the toll on the body. So I wasn't sure when I initially started on the movie what they were going to want me to do, whether it was just the bike stuff and the fights, or they were going to have someone else drive the Batmobile and stuff. And I love everything. I love doing the bikes. I love doing the cars. I love doing the fights. I wouldn't want to just do one thing. So, I mean, the fights was all cool. What was good was that we had a great team on there. You know, Rob Pattinson was just the best I've ever worked with. I've got to be honest. His work ethic, the amount that he really wanted it to be good. You know, we could just tell right from when we met him that he really wanted this to be something special, and he was willing to do whatever it took. You know, I'd be in the gym every morning before work, and Rob was in there with his trainer every morning before work, even just training generic stuff, you know, some boxing, some footwork, stick work, just stuff to keep drilling those movements to make everything natural for him so that he could be, you know, the physical Batman. But to be honest, for me, I guess one of the biggest things for me was that I was able to drive the Batmobile. It's such an iconic vehicle, you know. I thought maybe I'll get a chance to just drive it along the street a couple of times or whatever, and they'll bring someone else in, because it's a big job, you know. You've got a lot of fight stuff going on, a lot of winch and wire and explosion rehearsals, and, you know, a lot of stuff going on. And then there's often on movies, there's a separate team involved in just the vehicle stuff, you know. So,
awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing, and
it was amazing. Just like you said, there's a lot of a practical thing on set. You know, the fight, the bike, the cars, and just like you said, Robert Pattinson did an amazing job as the Batman. He amazed a lot of people, because we didn't, you know, knew this part of him. You know, like a badass actor. You know, fighting, everything. And you guys did a great job. It's a team job, just like you said, and that's amazing.
I used, you know, I'd chat to Rob about. In the whole thing, the character was all his, you know, it's his character. And when we were putting the fights together and doing stuff, there was something that he thought was too flashy, too technical, that didn't really fit the character. Then we'd discuss that, we'd work around that, and we'd try and you know, accommodate what he wanted the character to be, because you know, at the end of the day, whether it's me on screen or him on screen, it's the physical portrayal of that character, and it belongs to him. It doesn't belong to me, you know. It belongs to him and to Matt Reeves, you know. It's their vision, and I think they did a pretty good job with that.
Oh yeah, you did, guys. Congratulations again. Rick, okay, so now let's go a little bit in the danger zone. Not only you are in the Batinson, you know, suits, but we also saw a lot of pics on you on a set of the Flash. So, you know, as the Batfleck with a completely different suit. I know you can't say too much about it, but you know, we saw the leaked picture.
There are some leaked. I
saw Batsuit on a bike saying, "Hey,"
of the Batinson bike, and some would say that the guy riding it looked a little bit like me.
A little something with the jaws. I don't know. Something, you know, like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really talk about the.
Of course, you can.
That aren't out at the moment, obviously. So
just saying, you know.
Stuff. But that bike looked like it was a lot of fun to ride, to be honest. So whoever was riding that bike probably had a great time, and a
badass bike, big bike,
probably like, really enjoying life.
Wheels, you know.
Yeah, I think it looked cool. I think that bike looked amazing, and it looks like the guys that built that bike did an amazing job of making something that's come from a cartoon world or like a comic book world, and bringing it into real life and making something practical. And I think audiences appreciate that. I mean, the CG is getting better and better. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
these days, and it's harder and harder to tell. And I remember even when I got on the stunt register over 20 years ago, people were saying, "Oh, stuntmen won't be around in 10 years. Everything will be CG'd and motion capture and everything." But to be honest, for me, I think audiences and people in general still like to see real practical things, and they like to know that things are real. The attraction of it is the danger element of it. You know that these guys are risking everything and putting it on the line. And it's the same if you watch a Jackie Chan movie. You know, you watch a Jackie Chan movie and you want to see the outtakes at the end, because then you know he was doing this stuff and he was putting it on the line, and it goes wrong sometimes. And people, although you don't
sometimes they were wrong.
Although you don't want anyone to get hurt, you know, everyone wants to see those outtakes at the end with the with guys taking some hits, and you know, rolling a car 6-7 times with a person in it is a different thing to, you know, a mechanical thing, just rolling a car with nobody in it 5 or 6 times. And I think people appreciate that. And so it's good when they can bring as much realism as possible into movies. And I thought they did that really well in the Batman. Pretty much most of what was there was in camera. Even if you look at the car chase, I don't know if you saw, even in the first trailer that came out with the Penguin in the car with the you know, Colin Farrell, who did an amazing job, by the way, also, and is also the nicest bloke in the world,
unrecognizable, amazing.
But with the bonnet mount there, and literally the action is happening around him live. He's not sitting on some green screen, you know, in a process stage or any of that stuff. He's sitting in the car on the set. You know, there's a stunt guy doing the driving for him, but he's part of that whole action sequence. And you know, it was and I think it really shows in the finished product there.
It's amazing. Yeah, we should start, you know, a campaign, because you stunts guys, you know, you deserve an Oscar or something. It's not.
Yeah, it's funny that the Oscar thing. Somebody was chatting to me about that the other day. I'm not 100% sure of the reason why the stunt department's not included in that. I mean, for me, but I think if there was a category for in the Oscars or BAFTAs for stunt performers, it would be more to the side of an action designer, you know, who is really coming up with these sequences and helping drive and everything, and facilitating, you know, the whole physical side of the movie. And I'm not really sure of the reason behind that, but anyway.
Yeah, let's wait and see for that. You know, sometimes say, oh, those guys, you know, like you say, just put their life on the line, you know. So
literally.
I think it deserves a certain, you know, recognition or something. You know,
that's all it is. I think for me, that's just what hurts sometimes is the fact that you maybe don't feel as appreciated as you know, as you could when the movie comes out, or when these you know, when these ceremonies are taking place and stuff, and there's representation in all the other departments, and then there's just a lack of representation, obviously, in the stunt department, and it's just a bit of a mystery. But anyway, never mind. At least we you know, we get to do a job that we love doing, and I wouldn't change it for the world, for sure.
So. Rick, you know, we just, you know, talked about, you know, a new Batman is coming on the Flash, but we don't know who it is. I don't know. Yeah, it was just a leaked picture, but you know, you're gonna laugh at it on that. But people saw you. I don't know if it was you, you know, but some of the people say, "Hey, we saw Rick English in another suit." I say, "What? Another suit?" I said, "Yeah, okay, the Batinson is, you know, some kind of, maybe the Batfleck, because, you know, maybe that's him. I don't know. We don't know. But and then, you know, there's another, you know, some of leaked pictures there.
I know what you're talking about now. I saw that as well, and it actually made me laugh. Again, we can't really talk about stuff, but
of course,
I'm not sure if it's been announced who that actually is in that third Batsuit that you're talking about or not. It's not. Okay, I have seen it on the net somewhere.
Okay, Rick. Yeah. Let's put it this way. What the fuck is that, man? No, that's that. Okay. I know who's the guy in the Batinson. Yeah, now we know who's that guy. under, I'm not sure, and on the left, I'm not so sure, man.
Not so sure. Hey, I'm not 100% sure if we're allowed to say who's whom, but yeah, no, that's not me in the third suit. I've got to be honest.
Okay.
I can't mention about the others, but that's not me in the third suit. I think I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that it's not me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you can say that. We're not going to say who it is, but you can say that's not me. That's not me. And yeah, that's not me. I'm a little bit taller than that. So. Yeah, I think you can. But
it's a good rumor, though. I like it.
Yeah. I just love it.
I don't have to do anything without you Batman now. It's quite nice.
Give this man a break, Give this man a break. He can't save the world, Rick, I would like to give a shout out to Jesse Leoden. Yeah, we just love him, man. That's my man. And, you beat him in the Batman.
Yeah.
I saw the scene. I said, "Hey, that's you, man." I recognize you.
Yeah, it's funny. Obviously, Jess came in and worked on the Batman as one of the bad guys in the Iceberg Lounge and stuff. And when we were shooting the previs and putting those fights together and shooting some bits and pieces for that, we were always joking about kicking each other's asses and stuff. And in the film, the Batman character has a couple of hits on him, and then he has a couple of hits on the Batman character as well. And so it was always a little bit like, if you hit me hard, I'm going to hit you hard. And it was always that kind of thing. But I won't mess with Jess. Jess is a big dude, and Jess is a legit fighter,
He's a veteran, MMA veteran, yeah.
What's that?
He's a former MMA veteran, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he was a bit of a killer in his day, He beat some good dudes back in the UFC. Yeah. I won't mess with Jess in real life, but
me too, man.
Yeah, with the suit on, I can take him, I reckon.
Rick, it was so nice to have you on the show. Thank you for your time, man.
No worries. It's nice to speak to you.
Yeah, thank you. And I wanted to know when, because I have to maybe meet Jess when I will be in London. We'll let you know if we can have a drink or some cigar or something.
Yeah, some cigar. Jess is the cigar man, not me. I'll come and have an orange juice and a water with you guys, and we can chat, and you guys can smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And be very French, and I'll be English with my cup of tea and water.
That's perfect. Yeah, that works fine for me. Rick, thank you again, man. It was so nice to talk to you. Stay safe and keep doing what you do.
Thanks very much. Really appreciate the support. Really nice to speak to you. And
thank you, man.
Do it again sometime. Take care.
Bye, man.
Bye.